Also, have you guys got to see this batshit insane video, Sergeant Benevolent Association decrying blue racism? Yeah, let's actually play this.
Fuck the police.
This is
coming straight out of the nation.
All right. Let's get to this here for a second. This is from the official Twitter page of the Sergeants Benevolent Association. Folks, when we saw what happened with those people in that movie Avatar, no one said a word. And then after that, you get something like this.
Because I am blue, increasingly, I'm vilified. Still, I'm sworn to protect our community from injustice.
A brutal attack on a police officer near New York City's Madison Square Garden.
In spite of broad brush attacks, generalizations, and assumptions by college professors, politicians, community activists, merchants, and violence from people who I am committed to serving. And in spite of being afraid to proudly say in my private life that I am blue for fear of physical injury, death, or the safety of my loved ones. I too am someone's child, sibling, parent, aunt, cousin, neighbor, coach, and friend, just like you, who I have sworn to serve and protect.
So, I mean,
I don't see individuals. I just see blue.
I mean, look. I think, somebody. This is not an ad to appeal to the broad community of people, to get them to humanize cops to them. This is an ad that is specifically designed to polarize. I mean, that's what's amazing about this ad, is it pretends to be an ad that is supposedly like, we need people to understand that cops are just part of the community and we're here to help and this and that. It pretends to be that, but it clearly is designed to be a dog whistle and to be polarizing. You don't put pictures of Bill de Blasio up there and of African Americans marching when you're trying to bring people together and bridge. I mean, that's what's so disgusting about this ad.
They could have followed a real cop doing like community engagement. Like they could have literally illustrated every single thing that he name checked in a way that was, beyond humanizing and important.
And
maybe.
Also the idea that they're equating people don't like your role. There are people who criticize us because of our role in society with an inescapable identity. The idea is like, right. I can't tell people what my job is. Well, boo.
Sort of like
effing
this. It reminded me of the Google guy whining the other day. Actually,
it is. That's why. I mean,
because the whole premise that you're equating your job with a characteristic that you can never be out of, namely the color of your skin, is offensive and insane.
This
in of
is
itself.
what happens when you have the country dominated by right-wing leaders. The enormous amount of self-aggrievement that has to come out, cultural aggrievement, because they no longer can rail against the communists or socialists taking over. And so, this is, I mean, I was anticipating it this year's War on Christmas could be huge.
More like de Blasio.
I mean, this is why they have to say that the idea that we're talking about Antifa, even like as if it's like a full-blown thing. I mean, I understand it's a dynamic, and I can understand on a show like this because we get a little bit granular. But the idea that Antifa is like a broad-based, well-known thing is a function of the Republicans not trying to hide, essentially, the fact that they're not doing anything in office.
5050. Pigs and blue. Pigs and blue. You should get to this Alex Jones thing you have queued up.
Yeah, okay. What tweet? Which tweet? Oh, this one? Oh, okay, yeah. This is the tweet that goes with that video. but I'm going to read it. It's the official Twitter page of the Sergeant Benevolent Association says, members of law enforcement have become targets of racism, blue racism. I mean, that's what he
Quite
says.
literally not race, like to the
Yes,
extent
it's
race is
insane.
anything. I
It's
mean, that is so
insanity.
demented.
But again, everybody was silent when people were very, very, would look askance at all those people from the movie Avatar.
Sam, can I just be clear about something? Look, I hate cops as a category, and nothing devastates me more than a young brother who has fallen into the shame and dishonor of joining the pig force, as I call it, death to 5-0. But I make no distinction when it comes to pig-grafted white devils, whether they be police officers, whether they be smug, mediocre talk show hosts, or doormen. Makes no difference to me. So the notion that you're equating the clothes that a devil wears with his intrinsic nature, I think it's just fundamentally wrong-headed.
There you go. Hi, folks. Sam Seder here. We still need your help on our Patreon page. YouTube ads have come back, but not nearly as much as we had before. So if you can help us out, any little bit helps. Head over to our Patreon page right at this URL, and you'll help us keep helping you by making videos